It's fine. Just not for me right now.
Okay.
Rick, you want a chicken bowl, dude?
I want to eat something really, really unhealthy or something very expensive.
What do you want? What do you want, man?
Stash doesn't think Austin has any good restaurants.
Really expensive
I'm
stuff.
going to have to talk to him about that.
That was the nick game. I'll go.
Brown Balla with ace-king suited raises to 500. Alex 3-bets.
God damn it. We're playing the nick game.
We're playing a nice, friendly 50, 100, 200 game at the Lodge, about $120,000 deep, 600 big blinds. Brown Balla, under the gun, raises it up with ace-king of spades to $500. Alex, under the gun, +1. 3 bets to $1,500. Nick Airball in the hijack, calls with 7 high. Trick time in the cutoff, calls with 8 high. Let's see how Brown Balla responds.
I knew we were playing the game.
85.
Brown Balla, 4 bets to 8,500.
Yeah, I watched a bit of the stream. Every time I look back at the stream, he just had...
He played pretty well. So sick, man. So sick.
You gotta actually spend time watching it?
No.
I did.
Brown Balla bumps it up to 8,500, and I think that is fine and good. You certainly want to be re-raising one of your absolute best hands. I think you should probably go a little bit larger, though, given it is very multi-way at this point. You have to realize that Nick Airball and Trick Time are both going to have a lot of hands like suited aces, which are kind of blocked by the ace-king of spades, and then suited connectors and pairs. And you really want to cut off their implied odds within reason. And the problem with going 8,500 is that Alex is going to call with all of his implied odds hands, and then both Nick and Trick Time are going to call, and you're going to take ace-king out of position against hands that are going to be very, very difficult to see post-flop, because imagine the board comes like, I don't know, 9-7-3. You could easily be against all the sets, 9-7 suited, 10-8, 8-6, etc., right? So this is a spot where I think you want to go a little bit bigger, like 11,000. I know it doesn't sound like that big of a difference between 8,500 and 11, but it really does start to make hands like 7-6 suited and 8-7 suited way worse to continue. Anyway, he goes 8,500. Let's see what develops.
Been watching you guys all day.
You might have nothing to do.
Reddit. I've got plans for each of you.
Oh, God damn.
21-5. Yeah, 21-5. 21-5.
Except Alex, I mean, how can you make plans for a man?
Folds. Agreed. Oh.
I admire him.
We're playing the nick game, right?
He talked you, yeah. He talked you into just call him whatever he got.
No.
He got easy.
We're not playing the nick game?
No, you know.
I saw when he had King Deuce and you had the pocket eights.
Huh?
What'd you have?
King Deuce.
We're not playing the nick game? I thought we were playing the nick game.
I told you you like go.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I didn't see that one. I thought he had fucking queen jack.
Joking, I'm
I sure I thought we were playing the nick game, Sash.
What you saying, Nick?
I was.
How you know?
I was on the commentary.
No, he
Alex comes to life and makes it 21,500. How do you feel about this play? Well, if you have studied the very, very, very deep stacked game theory optimal charts at pokercoaching.com, you will know that when you're very deep stacked, you want to be 4 betting, 5 betting, 6 betting, etc., with primarily pocket aces and ace-x suited. Usually the low ones, like ace 5, ace 4, and ace 3, plus maybe a little bit of 6-5 suited. And that's about it. So, does he have one of those hands? He does. Now, he certainly shouldn't do this every single time, but this is a great hand to go for the 5-bet with. And I love it. I mean, even though he's against ace-king suited, he's going to be in trouble. I love the play. And this is something that a lot of people do not do correctly. They 5-bet with literally aces, and that's it. And then they're really easy to play against. Or they overplay hands. They 5-bet aces, kings, queens, jacks, 10s, ace, king, ace, queen. And then they're 5-betting way too wide because, to be fair, Brown Balla's 4-betting range should be aces, maybe kings, some ace, king, and some low ace-x suited, and some low suited connectors. So also, again, a really strong range. And you certainly don't want to be 5-betting jacks against a range that's mostly aces and some kings, plus a few bluffs. So, very, very, very good 5-bet. Let's see how Brown Balla responds now.
Oh, you're commentating? So does he have King Deuce?
I have like 100.
I couldn't possibly reveal that
After that.
information. Okay.
I thought we were playing the nick game, bro.
You gotta ask him, you gotta ask him. Fine.
Okay.
Just
So you have that information.
He didn't have King Deuce. He could have had any other hand, but King Deuce he didn't have.
That boy great.
Crazy. You know
I shot that I
five.
only had 36 left. I'm like,
Guys, I thought we were playing an 8 game.
Alex 5-bet to 21-5. And Brown Balla makes the
Brown
call.
Balla does opt to go for the call, which I like. You may say, shouldn't he just re-raise? He's against ace-4 suited. Well, he doesn't know that. And you have to realize, if he does re-raise now to any amount, let's say makes it 50,000, and then Alex rips it all in, you just have to call, and you're kind of hating it because Alex's all-in range is going to be aces and a little bit of ace-x suited. And, you know, ace-king doesn't do so well against aces. And yeah, you're not against aces all that often at all, but when you are, it's an absolute disaster, and you're far more likely to be against aces when it goes raise, 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, 6-bet, 7-bet, right? So, Brown Balla calls. Let's head to the flop.
We'll go to the flop here.
Get him out of here, man. He's been watching us how we play.
I was ripping into the ball, and I thought, there's no way they're going to drop me in now. It's too late. And then throw me in. I'm calling airball out for hours.
He done register all the move, and now he's sitting there.
What the f? This hand is f***ed up. And I really thought we were playing the f***ing 8 game.
I love Alex so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate him, but I love him.
Great.
What are you saying, man? If you were winning, you might not hate him. If you were losing like easy, of course. Boy, you wait for 15 minutes, you're going to aggravate it.
Very frustrating when you're down 200K and people are tanking, but you know, it is good TV, so it's a difficult position. And Alex also pretty much never tanks in folds.
Yeah, it's not nice to be tanked.
When he tanks, he puts the chips, you know, that's fine.
Done for that.
So is nobody commentating?
20,000.
Yeah, they got the two
Just the
regular
pros,
players on.
just the pros.
And a call from
Flop
Balla.
comes 10 of spades, 9 of clubs, 7 of diamonds. Both players have a backdoor flush draw, but this is a terrible board for both players, especially Brown Balla, who should not really have too much of this. Brown Balla checks. Alex goes 20,000. The problem here is that Alex's range is probably aces and some kings. Maybe a little bit of suited connectors, which is going to maybe hit this board, depending on if he's doing it with the medium ones. And some ace-x suited, but again, there's not all that many combinations of those. So I think against the 20,000 bet, Brown Balla should probably just fold. It's an annoying spot. I just think he's going to realize his equity so poorly in this scenario, because even if he does turn an ace or a king, there's no guarantee he's going to be good. And there's also no guarantee he's just going to like automatically stack Alex when he does get there. Now, I do want to make this very clear. I don't know either of these players very well at all. I've actually played with Brown Balla. Whenever I won, oh, that big red trophy back there, I won it. He took third. He was in there. He was battling. He was aggressive. I don't know anything about Alex, but he's 5-betting the ace 4 of diamonds, so he's in there battling, probably pretty aggressive. So that does make sticking around with hands like ace, king of spades just a little bit better, because perhaps Alex's range is a little bit too bluff heavy or a little bit too overvalue heavy. Again, I have no clue what it is. But that makes calling a little bit better. So Alex goes for the continuation bet. Brown Balla calls. Let's head to the turn.
Quickly with the ace-king that's in the lead
Everyone's having too much fun to lead.
on the 7, 8, 9, 10 board.
It's like a fun game.
Nobody has a pair. Who needs a pair in a 90K pot? Not Brown Balla. How much heart? Gonna take this line again. We saw this early on a similar texture where the sides to the lead on the turn, and that was in a hand versus Alex.
The turn is the 8 of hearts, and Brown Balla comes to life and leads. Tiny, 18,000 into the 86,000 pot. I love this play. This is a spot where if you consider any sort of reasonable 5-betting range, it contains almost no Jack-X. Maybe a little bit of ace-jack suited. So, given Alex, to some extent, is capped, it's something like pocket aces. Maybe ace-6 suited. This is an amazing spot to lead because Brown Balla will have some of those hands, at least far more than Alex. Now, if both players are playing actual GTO, neither player should have a whole lot of Jack-X. So maybe it doesn't make sense from that point of view, but this is a spot where, assuming Brown Balla knows Alex's range contains no Jack-X, and Alex does not presume Brown Balla's range contains no Jack-X, I love the small lead, just nudging money into the pot with what should be a range that contains a lot of straights against a range that doesn't contain a lot of straights. Guess Alex is done, right?
So Alex has seen this before, and that hand went to showdown And I believe it was ace-king versus ace-queen. So a very similar situation here. And once again, the ace-king in the lead, 18,000 to go.
That was a gift.
Alex trying to figure out if he goes for it, will it work? Very, very interesting.
You have.
Alex pretty much handcuffed here. Very hard to navigate this spot in particular. Very hard to win pots too when you take so much time on the turn.
Doing a little inventory is Alex.
You saw these companies are making non-alcoholic versions. Like Truly and White Claw, they're making 0% alcohol. Like
36?
How much is that selling?
Goes for a small raise.
Wow.
Alex does not fold. Instead, he raises the minimum. You may say, why raise the minimum? You're going to get called every time. Well, no, you're not. If Brown Balla is bluffing, he's probably going to be bluffing with some total trash that's just going to fold, even getting very good odds. And essentially, Alex is saying, I have a straight. Come at me. So, the question now becomes, given how wild this hand's been so far, what do you think Brown Balla is going to do? Is he going to rip it all in? Raise to 90,000? Re-raise minimum? Or just fold like a normal human? Take a second. Think about it and write what you think Brown Balla is going to do in the comment section down below. And while you're there, do me a favor, click the like and subscribe button. Thank you.
A little click back, Rick. The ace high metagame going on right now, and this is shaping up to be our largest pot of the night. One of them. The largest pot was 154, depending on how this goes here. Does Balla have a click back in him?
You're halfway there.
This is a savage pot between these two gentlemen.
All in.
All in! From
Balla.
Balla, and this hand is over. Rick, stop saying the same words that I'm saying. Jesus,
Jinx.
been in the booth with you for too long. Slick Rick, Skull Mike here with you at the Lodge late night, Saturday night, and this is Brown Balla versus Alex.
They're taking it to the streets here.
And he shows.
Wow.
Man, it's pretty sick.
You're not rubbing anything.
I mean, you are the best
Believe you.
hand. You are the best hand.
Yeah, well, then don't try to bluff me.
Brown Balla wasn't buying it. He thought, you have no jacks. I have some. I'm all in. Easy game. An easy game for him because Alex is sitting here with the ace-4. Somehow, some way, Brown Balla found the all-in, and he scooped a giant pot that I certainly never would have won in this manner, in this scenario, and probably a lot of you would not have either. The wild hand. Thanks for watching.